What's up, guys? Welcome back to Diggin Sports. As you can tell, we're on a new set today, so new things are happening. Since I am in a new set, it's going to be a little harder for me to get my crew with me, just because the set is now moved. A little harder for my crew members to join. Me and my wife have successfully gotten our own place, so I'm not, with them as much as I was before. I was able to record. Not saying that those guys will not be back on here, because I'm sure they will. They will just be periodic guests every now and again, unless they can try to make it up here every week to record. But however, like I promised, the show must go on, so that's what we're going to do here at Diggin Sports. So without further ado, let's get into that. But first, let's get into the Week 7 recap. And guys, I'm going to talk about it. Tennessee did it. For 15 years of misery, Tennessee finally knocked off Alabama. That was my digging deep last week. I was able to do it. I was there. It was a great, great time. Successful honeymoon with the wife. And then when I was able to, pull off the upset, which made it even better for us. So I'm really, really pleased the way Tennessee played. Played really, really well. Was able to, throw the ball. At times, the defense was kind of on the heels a little bit, missing, some key pieces in the secondary. You could have causes to why we was kind of sluggish in that department. However, Bryce Young did his thing. He was able to come back and he was able to make some plays. Made it very, very difficult to contain him. He was able to get out of the pocket and make throws downfield. On the other end, you had Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker did the same thing. When he needed a play, he was there to deliver. Jalen Hyatt with a breakout game, 5 touchdowns. I think that can't be overlooked. Now you kind of look in the Heisman front runners. They got to kind of look at Hendon Hooker. I think Hendon Hooker's now up there with C.J. Stroud. He's right on the heels of C.J. Stroud, so let's not forget about Hendon Hooker in the Heisman race. Also, I'd like to look at Georgia. Look really impressive. I feel like they're starting to motor toward the right direction at 55-0 against Vanderbilt. I will say it is Vanderbilt, but nonetheless, a very, very good game from Georgia, both sides of the ball. So, really good for them. Another game that caught my eye when I was going through and looking, I really wasn't able to watch many games just because I was busy over the weekend. But LSU, 45-35 over, in Florida. That was a really quality good win for them. Also, how you had Kentucky get back on track against Mississippi State. That was really, really good for them. TCU staying undefeated in their league and overall with a win against Oklahoma State. So I think the Big 12 is a couple of different teams could reach out and grab that. Right now it's looking like it's going to favor TCU for one of the front runners in the Big 12. But other than that, that's pretty much what I got. Ole Miss, look really, really good for them as well in Week 7. So without further ado, guys, let's get into Week 8 in those picks. get started. All right. The first game that I got on the list is Mississippi State at Alabama. Alabama coming off the loss against Tennessee. And, it was a game that, they was in. They had a chance to win it. Got down 28-10 against Tennessee in Tennessee. They let Alabama crawl back into the game. They was able to do that, and they was able to tie it up 28-28 right after the second half. And then it was just kind of back and forth after that, but they had an opportunity in the game with 18 seconds left to kick the field goal for the go-ahead field goal at the end. They missed it. Tennessee drove down the length of the field in 15 seconds, got in the field goal range and hit a 40-yard for the win. So, and then you had the two, and the AP poll just flip-flop, 6-3. So that's kind of where Alabama sits right now. Mississippi State coming off the loss against Kentucky at Kentucky. I think Alabama responds really well to losses. I can't as much as say that for Mississippi State. So for that reason, and how Alabama responds from losses, I'm going to go Alabama in this game. I think Alabama is going to rebound well again from the loss against Tennessee, and they're going to get back on track. So I'm going to go Alabama. Next game, we got Ole Miss at LSU. For those of you that don't know, LSU is favored in this game. LSU is favored by 1.5. So with that being the case, I'm going to take Ole Miss, the 7th-ranked team in the nation, as my digging deep this week. I think they go on the road in Baton Rouge, and they find a way to get this win. I know LSU is a very, very tough place to play, but I think Ole Miss being the team that they are with the talent they have, I think they can go into Baton Rouge, and I think they can get this win. So I'm going to go Ole Miss with my digging deep this week. Next, I have Texas A&M traveling to South Carolina. These are two teams that really, I don't think they quite understand what's going on this year. Do they understand where their team is? You had Texas A&M lose to App State. You had South Carolina really struggling some games this year. And then you had Texas A&M play Alabama to the final play. You had South Carolina beat Kentucky. I mean, where do you really look in this game? But for me, as predicting these games, I'm going to go with home field advantage in this game. I think South Carolina's rocking this week, and I think that is going to play a major factor. And I know I do not say this a lot, but I think Spencer Rattler is going to finally have a good game. I think this is going to be one of his more breakout games, more games that you can really look at, at Spencer Rattler. I'm going to go Spencer Rattler in South Carolina at home. I think home field advantage plays a key part in this game. Next, I have Washington traveling to California. This is this could go either way. It really could. But I think Washington is just on a little more of an upslope than Cal is. So I'm going to go Washington in this game. Washington's got some good wins. Really talented win against Michigan State. So I'm going to reach out there, and I'm going to go Washington on the road at Cal, and I'm going to take Washington win. Next game I have, guys, is UCLA at Oregon. I think this is going to be a nail-biter. I really do. I think there's going to be some points scored in this game. But all in all, I think I got to go UCLA. You really look at Oregon in a big game, it really takes you back to Georgia. I mean, it just does. It takes you back to Georgia in the first game of the season, and they just got steamrolled. Not saying that Georgia's a bad team, but and do I think you should have won that game? No, but I felt like you should have played better, and you just didn't. So because of that, I think this is another one of those big games that you really need in the race for the Pac-12. And I just don't like in these situations. Maybe you can prove me wrong. I love Bo Nix. I love what he does at the quarterback position. But I'm just not ready to pick you guys in this caliber game. I'm just not ready to do that. But maybe you guys can prove me wrong. All you Oregon Duck fans out there, cheer on this team. This team's very, very capable of winning this game. But from what I've seen thus far, I'm going to go UCLA in this game. Next, I have Kansas at Baylor. Via Tuesday, Jaden Daniels has not played this week in practice. With that being said, that's a big, big blow to this Kansas team, especially as a leader standpoint and on the offensive side of the ball. I think he's a key person to the success of this Kansas Jayhawks team this year. And I think without him, them going on, if they don't have him. Now, I know I got to make a pick either way, whether he's playing or not, but what I'm taking right now, I'm taking that he's not going to play. So I'm going to take Baylor at home. I just don't see Kansas missing the quarterback, able to go on the road and being able to beat Baylor. It's possible, especially it's really, really possible if you're able to get him back. But I'm taking it as you're not going to get him back this week, so I'm going to go Baylor in this game. Next game, I think this is going to be a game through the air. I think a lot of air raid is going to be put on display in this game in Texas at Oklahoma State. So, who do you go with? You go with Quinn, out there at Texas, him coming back, playing the way he's been playing, or do you lean toward Oklahoma State in the way these guys have been playing? It's going to be a battle of quarterbacks. One who's able to sling them around the yard more. And I'm going to go Oklahoma State. That's kind of where my head is right now. I think they're coming off that loss against TCU. So they know that. I think they're gonna play good after the loss. Against TCU. I think they're gonna play well, and I think they're gonna come out better from that loss. I think they know that they can be beat now. So I think they're gonna play really well at home. Probably gonna see some black jerseys in this game. So I'm gonna go Oklahoma State. I think they get it done. I think that they're going to be the more superior team in this game, and I'll take them to win. Next, I have West Virginia traveling to Texas Tech. West Virginia coming off a good quality win last week against Baylor on the road. Was it on the road? Yeah, I can't remember. I want to say it was on the road. No, it was at home. I think West Virginia was at home. Anyway, I just can't remember. Last week was really, really tough for me to, come back and be able to just do this video. It was really tough on me from the Tennessee-Alabama game. But nonetheless, West Virginia at Texas Tech. I think West Virginia's starting to click. I think they are. I think they're starting to click at the right time. They've had some disappointing losses nonetheless, but they've also had some good wins as well. I'm gonna stick on that side of the tracks though. I'm gonna stick that they're gonna keep this roll going off a Baylor win, and I think they go on the road and get them one at Texas Tech. I do. I'm gonna go West Virginia in that one. Next, we got Purdue at Wisconsin. Wisconsin, it's a little bit of both. You're good one week, you're shitty the next. I think Purdue is more. They're still kind of doing the same thing, but I think they're a little more balanced for Purdue. I like Purdue in this game. I do. I think they got some quality players, and I think they're able to get this done on the road. So I'm gonna take the Boilermakers. I don't know. I'm feeling Boilermakers this week. I think they're able to shut down Braylon Allen, one of the big guys Wisconsin has. I'm gonna go Purdue over Wisconsin on the road. Next game, we're gonna have to talk about them, even though they're playing the smaller school. But let me go ahead and say this: anything can happen on any given Saturday. Just ask Texas A&M losing to App State. Just ask Notre Dame losing to Marshall. So UT Martin coming into Knoxville. Knoxville breaking the decibel record at Neyland Stadium last week. This place is going to be loud again, even at 12 o'clock. These fans are riding high with these guys right now. And I think they're just going to continue the parade going on. I like Tennessee big at home against UT Martin. But like I said, anything can happen on any given Saturday in the college football. So, your UT Martin fans, if you're able to get tickets in this game, go cheer you guys on, cheer them on well. But I think Tennessee is just way too high powered and hitting on the right note right now. It's just going to be hard to overcome that. So I'm going Tennessee in this game. Next game I have is Minnesota traveling to Penn State. Penn State was, they tried to fight against Michigan. Overall, Michigan was just a better team. But I feel like you're going to be able to get back on track at home. I'm going to go Penn State over Minnesota. Minnesota coming off a loss last week. I'm going to go Penn State in this game. I think they're going to be rocking up there in Penn State. So I'm going to take Penn State. I think Minnesota keeps it close, though. I think this is a close game all the way to the end. Another game that I think is going to be really, really big. You got two undefeated teams. Somebody's leaving Saturday with a loss. They're going to be Syracuse. They're going to be Clemson. Clemson's in your favor. You got a 12 o'clock kick. It's in your favor. But let me go ahead and tell you. Let me go and stop you there. It hasn't happened so good for every team. Texas put it on Alabama. They was right there with them, guys. Right there with them. Alabama pulled it out. But they were right there with them every step of the way. And then you look at the LSU game against Tennessee. Tennessee-LSU. Tennessee came in there from the very first kickoff. Fumbled, bam. It got out of hand quick. So, what happens here? What happens? Clemson. You about let Florida State come back on. You was up 34-14. Final was 34-28. You led in that fourth quarter, 34-14. Let's not forget that. And they about come back. Fell by 6. So with that being said, I took Florida State to win that game. I didn't. So with that being said, I'm going to go Syracuse. I'm going upset. I like Syracuse. I think Syracuse, they're really peaking this year. Let's not overlook Syracuse. These guys are 6-0. These guys are playing some really good ball, and they beat some quality teams. Taking down Purdue. That was a really good game. I don't know if you watched it. That was really good. That was a good game. I don't know, man. I like Syracuse. I think Syracuse is going to find a way to get this one done. I think they're going to enjoy the early kick. I think they're going to take advantage of that early kick. And they're going to be able to get in there, get a good night's rest. And I think they come out swinging. I'm going to go Syracuse in this game. I'm going upset. Next game we got, guys, is Boston College traveling to Wake Forest. I'm going Wake Forest. Guys playing at home. This is a really good ACC team. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget how good they played Clemson. Play some really, really good, really, really good. I think Wake Forest is just too much for Boston College. I'm going to go Wake Forest at home. Next game, we got Iowa at Ohio State. Well, as if you're a Tennessee fan, you want Ohio State to lose this game. That way it gives you a little more on up in the AP poll, but do you really care? You're already in. All you got to do is win, and guess what? You're in the playoff, Tennessee fans. But if you're looking to get higher in the AP poll, you kind of want Iowa to win this game. Iowa has a really, really good defense. They've held some really good teams to low scores. Let's not forget that. But I think Ohio State's offense, I just think they're clicking too much right now. I just do. And even for Iowa, the defense has been playing pretty well for them. But I think Ohio State's offense is just going to be a little better, a little tad better. So I'm going to go Ohio State at home. Last game on my list, I got Cincinnati at SMU. This was another one of those games that I kind of fought myself to pick the Diggin Deep pick. I think Ole Miss was the better option. I almost wanted to take SMU at home over Cincinnati. Cincinnati's favored by, I think, 2.5. I wanted to take SMU. I feel like SMU could get this one done. I don't know, though. I went against Cincy before in my Digging Deep, and they made me look stupid. I'm going to go Cincinnati. I like Cincinnati on the road. Yeah, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Cincinnati is going to be a college football playoff team until they're not. They was last year, and until this season's over, they were still in the top 4 last year. So until they get put out this year, it's not making it to the college football playoff, which is probably going to happen. Let's go ahead and be real. It's probably going to happen. But as of right now, from last season, they're a college football playoff team. Lost a lot of good pieces, but I think you got enough pieces to beat SMU on the road. So I'm going Cincinnati. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I'm sorry, it's not the greatest video ever. It was a little rough on me just moving into the new place. I'm trying to get everything set up into the way I need it to roll. It's just been tough, guys, I will say that. But nonetheless, it looks really nice in here. Let's not forget, though, guys, the giveaway, the $75 Amazon giveaway. Please subscribe. Dude, it takes like 2 seconds for it, literally. Like, subscribe, comment. It doesn't take that much, out of your time. Please just do that for me. And then drop your name and your favorite college football or whatever, your favorite sports team. Name and favorite sports team. Make sure you guys stay subscribed. Come on. You can't subscribe and then unsubscribe. That's not how it works, guys. Come on. And, guys, please tell me what you guys want to hear. I know I'm not the best predictor out there, but I like to have fun. Guys, come have fun with me. Let's laugh a little bit. Let's argue a little bit. Whatever it takes. Let's make this channel fun. But nonetheless, I really do appreciate it. All the guys that have subscribed so far and that has laid comments down below. I really do appreciate it. You don't know how much that means to me, guys. But keep them coming. Keep the likes, subscribes. Please share it to everyone you know. Tell your friends. Let's keep it going. This is awesome. I love doing it, guys. So let's keep it going. All right, like I said, I really do appreciate it. Please take 2 seconds out of your day to like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And from one lucky winner out there is going to walk away with a $75 gift card when we hit 1,000 subscribers. So let's hit that goal. Let's make it happen. But as always, keep digging.